You're live. Why is it always so crooked? Gotta turn it a little bit this way. Hey guys! I'm just gonna give it a minute for you guys to show up, and while you do that, I'm gonna tweet out the link saying that I'm live. Let's see who comes and shows up. Who's gonna show up to the party today? Anyone? Anyone gonna show up to the party today? Yay! People are here. Hey Danielle, how are you today? Hey Sarah, how are you? And Kathy's here too. Hi Kathy. How's everybody doing today? Hey Christopher, welcome. Techno Bliss is here. Hello, hello. How are you guys? How are you doing? Sarah, you posted a video on your channel? That's exciting. I'm gonna have to go check it out after this live stream for sure. Hey Jamie, how are you today? I thought since this was more of like a creepy live stream, I'd have my set kind of behind me, but I don't know. I just like going live on this channel rather than my main channel. I'm good. You know what? I wasted a lot of time today. I drove to Disney because I wanted to go to Disney and do a vlog there. And I got there and every single parking lot was full. They had all of them closed. So I drove like 20-25 minutes to get there just for nothing. And I turned around and came back home. So that kind of stinks. But what can you do? I'm just going to give another minute or two to see if anybody else shows up. But has anybody seen Demon House yet? Have any of you watched it? I want to know. Kathy slept all day. Sometimes that's what I feel like doing, is just sleeping all day. Today I probably could have slept all day. And Panicked Videos is here. Hello Panicked Videos, how are you guys this evening? Oh, Sarah, no problem. You can watch it whenever you want. It'll be there. Monica's here. Hello, Monica. How are you? We're going to be talking about Demon House today. More specifically, we're going to be talking about the documentary that just came out. So, just a forewarning that there might be some spoilers to it, but I figured it's not really a spoiler because everybody knows what happened at the Demon House and stuff like that. So I just wanted to talk about the documentary with you guys and see what you guys thought about it and let you know my opinions of it. But thankfully the aliens didn't come. Yes, oh my god. Let me tell you guys, I had the scariest dream about aliens the other night. The only thing that I remember from the dream, I was laying in bed. And you know how if you open your eyes and you just see something standing above you? Well, I opened my eyes in my dream and I just saw an alien standing above me, and his hand came at my face like this, and just as it was about to grab my face, I woke up, but I woke up like in a jolt. I know, Kim, I'm telling you. Hello, Kim, welcome, by the way. And I don't know, I swear, I don't know, maybe I really am being abducted by aliens, I don't know, because I have nightmares about them all the time. Technobliss, we're going to be talking about the Demon House in Indiana because Zach Bagans just did that documentary about it, so I want to talk about that documentary a little bit and see what you guys think about it too. Let me read a message real quick. Oh, okay. Jamie, sorry if I woke you up at 5 a.m. No. I sleep right through all my notifications. I usually put my phone on like silent or on vibrate before I go to bed at night, so don't worry about that. So, let's talk about Demon House a little bit. Have you guys seen it? And what do you think about it? I watched it on Friday when it came out, and I liked it, but and there's a big but. I wasn't really... It's hard to say. I liked it, but at the same time, I didn't really care for it. Does that make sense? Because I was really hoping that in this documentary, he would show a lot more of him investigating the house, and I feel like there wasn't a lot of that. I was really looking for him to investigate and come up with some really good, solid evidence to share with us in the documentary. And I feel like the only evidence that he provided was at the very end of the documentary, maybe like the last 8 to 10 minutes of it, when he locked himself in the house. And then even then, I'm not too thrilled with the evidence that was provided, because I don't know, some of it just seemed very dramatic, and it seemed very, I don't know, it seems to me like it could have been staged, and that's my problem with the documentary. Oh no, Kathy, am I allowed to say I'm not a Zach Bagans fan? No, you know, I said this before in my live streams. I loved Ghost Adventures for maybe the first couple seasons, but lately I feel like it's taken a turn, and it's a lot more theatrical and dramatic, and I feel like the purpose of the show, like finding evidence, has gotten lost within all the theatrics and the dramatics, and that's kind of how the documentary was for me too. I feel like in the documentary, it was very dramatic. It was very theatrical. I do appreciate how they displayed a lot of backstory behind the house, what the family went through. I like that they provided the police documents and the testimonies from the witnesses and the grandmother and the case manager. I really enjoyed that part of the documentary, because I wanted to know more about the story and what the family went through. But I was really upset that there was barely any investigating of the house. He had a couple people come to the house to do some inspections, like the normal like mold inspections and stuff like that, to see if that could have been causing part of the family's situation. And I don't know, I just don't feel like there was a lot of investigating, and I was really, really, really hoping that there was going to be a huge investigation as part of the documentary, because it's really sad now, because the house is gone. Like, he tore it down, so there's no chance for anybody else to ever go there and investigate it and gather evidence. And that's my problem with the documentary, is I feel like this was the perfect opportunity for him to gather evidence, and it just didn't. You know what I mean? Let me read what you guys are saying a little bit. Glorified Ghost. Yeah, it kind of was a glorified Ghost Adventures episode. I wanted to ask you something. What's your opinion on Zach's? Oh, you know, I don't know. Daniel asked what my opinion is when Zach saw Annabelle on the show. Again, I feel like a lot of it is very dramatic, and I feel a lot of it is kind of put on for the cameras, especially all of the times that he has been possessed, or somebody in his crew has been possessed, or I don't know, I don't feel like it's that easy to be possessed by a demon, and I don't feel like it passes that quickly like it happened. I don't feel like you're possessed for just a short second of time and snap, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Hello from India. Well, not hello from India. Hello to India. Let me see what else you guys are saying. So true. Compared to the first documentary, This one was more theatrical. Yeah, totally. Like I said, this documentary is very theatrical. I understand that they were trying to document things going on behind the scenes and what happened to the crew, but I don't know. I wanted it to be about the house. I wanted it to be about investigating. I wanted it to be about evidence, and I feel like it fell flat there. I feel like there was barely any evidence provided. And, even the evidence at the end, there's a really good sound clip of what sounds like a girl saying "mom," and then there's another part at the end where you see the shadow figure or the demon, but the camera is completely out of focus, and I don't know. I don't know if I buy it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Someone said, Kathy asked, why did he demolish it? So he says that he demolished it, I'm guessing, so that nobody else would have to fall upon the tragedy that he and the other family fell upon. Nobody else would have to encounter the demon. But I have to tell you, I don't agree with that, and I think that's total BS. After watching this documentary and seeing that there was very little evidence that this house was actually haunted, I don't know. I honestly think that he went there, didn't find any evidence, and demolished it so that nobody else could go there and investigate, because I feel like if somebody else went there to investigate, they'd find the same thing, that there isn't any evidence there. You know what I mean? So I think he dozed it just so that nobody could prove him wrong. I don't know, but that's just my feelings on it, and I could be completely wrong, but that's just how I feel. Yeah, Kim, yeah, totally. Kim said it seems sketchy that he tore it down afterwards. Yeah, to me too. I totally agree. And Chris said that he tore down the house so nobody else could profit off the story. Yeah, like the family, and he says this in the documentary, the family that lived there and had all these claims, they refused to talk to him during the documentary because they were talking to another bigger film company trying to get a movie made from this house. And I totally think that it was just a money thing. You know what I mean? I really don't think that this was a demon house. It may have been haunted, but I really don't think that type of activity happened, and I really think they were just trying to get money out of the story. You know what I mean? I hate to say kind of like the Amityville case, but a lot of people think that the Lutz family made up the story just to profit off it also, and I feel like it's almost like a modern day Amityville case. That's what you guys are saying. Can you do a spirit box with Annabelle? My Annabelle, she's not haunted though. I would love to do a spirit box with the real Annabelle doll. That would be amazing. My husband's like, what's that behind you? Stop it. Panic D Video says, demolishing a building is not going to get rid of a demon or entity. I totally agree. And one of the people, I think it was one of the police officers in the documentary, said to him, if you tear it down, then where is this evil going to go? And I totally agree with that, because if it was a demon inside that house, just by tearing it down isn't going to get rid of the demon. The demon's still going to be around somewhere, either on that property or it's going to move somewhere else. So I don't know. I'm it sucks because I really, really, really wanted to like the documentary. And part of me liked it, but a big part of me was really let down by it. And I thought it was going to be a lot more. Yeah, Chris said one of the squatters in there said that they could give the story for a price. And whenever somebody is, you know, when somebody's like that, when they're asking for money to tell a story, I don't know. I feel like it's a lie or hoax. I hope to see a spirit box session with Annabelle. I would love to do a spirit box session with Annabelle, but it's at the Warrens Occult Museum. I know they do tours, I think, of the museum, but I don't think they would let me do a spirit box session with Annabelle. Ghost Adventures was really, really lucky to be able to do an episode with her. But I think I would have to be on like Zach Bagans level to even ask to do that. Let me see what. Yeah, Kim said that they said that there might be a portal there where the house is, like a portal to whatever, hell or another dimension. And yeah, tearing down the house isn't going to get rid of the portal. It's not going to get rid of the demon. I think the only purpose for him tearing down the house were selfish reasons. I think he didn't want anybody to come in there and disprove what he's saying, and I think he didn't want anybody else to come in there and make any money off of it. And plus, okay, so another thing, if this house was so incredibly evil that he had to tear it down, why did he keep the stairs, and why did he keep some of the dirt from underneath the stairs and put it inside of his museum, right? If this house was so horrible, so haunted that anything could be attached to any part of the house, why would he put those two items into his museum and then profit off of them? You know what I'm saying? Let everybody that wanted come through, tour the museum, show them the stairs from the demon house and the dirt, and expose them to that, but yet tear down the house. It just doesn't make sense. Hi Kara, how are you? I'm glad you could come join the live stream. We're just talking about the Demon House documentary. And I want to, I want to say again, I enjoyed it as entertainment. I thought it was entertaining, but from a paranormal investigator standpoint, that's where I didn't enjoy it. That's where I think it just kind of tanked. Kathy says, I feel like Zach should have known that tearing it down would not do any good. Very true. You know, somebody like Zach that has been to all these investigations, worked with all these mediums and psychics, you would think that him of all people would know that simply tearing a building down isn't going to get rid of the entity or the portal that was there. So I don't know. Did you guys like it? Did you think it was, I don't know. Did it provide the evidence that you wanted? I guess that's what I'm asking. If you watched it, did it provide enough evidence for you, or was there a lack of evidence? The demon house was it was Indiana, right? I think Indiana, Iowa. I get all those states confused. It was Indiana, I think. You know, like the soil and the stairway is easier to show versus a whole house where someone could get hurt. Yeah, that's true, you know. Yeah, Gary, Indiana. Wonder if the priest did not clean the property and just take care of it so live there, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. Panic videos. You know, and it goes back, I guess part of me is kind of salty as an investigator. I hate when there is a house, like the demon house, that could provide a lot of evidence and could provide a lot of research ability. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of investigators could have went in there and conducted different investigations to see if they could communicate or catch more evidence on camera or on video, and now the opportunity is just gone, and it makes me mad because I would have loved to go there and investigate and see if I could catch anything on camera, and I feel like it was very just selfish of him to tear it down. Let's see, Indiana. Yeah, Danielle asked if there was a family living there, and the kids got crazy and possessed. Yeah, so there was a family living there, and I think most of what happened was surrounding one of the sons there. But I think all of the children almost started having behavioral problems. But I think the biggest claim out of this is that while they were in the hospital, a couple family members and the case manager saw the young boy walk up the wall on the ceiling and then come back down to the other side, which, I mean, come on. You would think, they say, Zach says that, or did Zach say it? I think Zach said that he saw the video of the boy walking on the wall, but why hasn't anybody else seen this? You know, you're making this huge documentary. Don't you think that would be a huge part to put in this documentary to have more skeptics believe that this really happened? So, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What are you saying? Chris said he had some strange things happen after the movie and during. So, Chris, tell me if you can tell me one of the things that happened, because in the beginning of the film, Zach does claim that this film is cursed, and so he puts a disclaimer before the film saying basically to watch at your own risk, because a lot of tragic things happened while recording it, and you know that the whole documentary is cursed. So it's I'm very curious to see what happened to you. Maybe they wouldn't talk about it. Yeah, you know, that's part of it. The family that was in the house said that they didn't want to talk about it to Zach because they were in talks with another film company to make a major motion picture. And that's another part that's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's just, I think it's a money-making scheme, y'all. Let me see. I wish we could hang out, but I have to get ready. Just want to stop by and say hi, Michael. Hi, Kara. No problem. I'm glad you stopped in and said hello. I hope whatever you're doing, you're going to have fun. Jamie says, if y'all knew of the city of Gary, India, you would wonder if they were just all on crack. It used to be the deadliest city in the U.S. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I really do think that the family there, you know, the house may have been haunted. I'll give them that. There may have been weird things going on in the house. I don't believe that it was demonic. But who knows? I could be wrong. You know, that's just my opinion. Let's see. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Hope you're doing well today. So yeah, that was kind of my ghosts are real or aliens or both, your opinion. I believe that ghosts and aliens are both real. I'm very much a firm believer of both of them. I feel like thinking that we are the only intelligent life in this entire universe is kind of, I don't know. I just think that there's more out there than we know. Let's see. Kathy, I think I'll give it a skip. You know, Kathy, I wouldn't say skip it. I would say if you want to know more about the story of the house and you want to know more of the claims of what went on in the house, watch it because it is very informative. But I think it lacks a lot of evidence. Chris said, he kept seeing someone standing next to me. The bathroom lights kept flicking on and off, and I was listening to some music with my eyes closed when I felt something hit my... That's crazy. That is creepy. I can't say that I had anything weird happen while I was watching it, but that is creepy. If I felt something hit my foot, I would probably be out of the room in like 2 seconds flat. No joke. You're late. I know you're late, but it's okay. I don't mind if you're late. You can come whenever you want. You can leave whenever you want. Yes, Panic D Video said the EMF stuff was actually kind of cool, and I agree because there was a point in the documentary where Zach had somebody, I don't know what his title was, he had somebody come in and kind of do some readings around the house, and he did catch some weird stuff happening with the EMF detector and some really strange energy actually coming off of Zach himself. So that part was very interesting, and I wonder what it was that made Zach give off such a high EMF reading. The guy said it was like millions of times higher than the normal body would produce. So that was kind of weird. That was really cool. That's what I wish that there was more of in the documentary. I wish there was more evidence like that. Let's see. Matt would trip me to get out first. Yes, he would. He would leave me for dead. I'm not kidding. But why are all aliens green? I don't think that they're all green. There's actually a lot of reports of gray aliens. And there's a lot of reports of other types of aliens too. I don't know the names of them off the top of my head, but yeah, there's a lot of different species that people have come into contact with. Matt, I'd set fire to them, right? Watch everything burn. Oh my goodness, he is the biggest chicken ever. Kathy says, I experienced a possession and it's not like it is in the movies. Yeah, you know, I totally agree with you. I think possession in the movies is really exaggerated. I honestly, I don't even know how I truly feel about possession. I've never experienced possession firsthand, so I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Hey Nicole, how are you? Did you see Demon House? Did you like it? What did you think of it? Yes, they're deep hollowed eye, like, aliens creep me out. Do not talk about aliens or I'll have nightmares again. Reptilian. Matthew. I thought you were downstairs watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And now he's like all up in my business on my live stream. That's okay. I like him here. He's entertaining. So yeah, the EMF part of it, I thought that was really interesting. I loved that part of it. I did like there was another part that I really liked that I thought was really interesting, and now it just went out of my head. Can't think of it. What if some demon haunted you? If a demon haunted me, I'm not sure what I would do. I don't know. I feel like I'm very skeptical when it comes to demons and demonic hauntings. Those are harder for me to wrap my head around than just regular hauntings. I do believe in like negative spirits and negative energies, but it's really hard for me to say I 100% believe in demons. Call Sam and Dean. Yes, call Sam and Dean right away. So yeah, I don't know. I guess what it comes down to is the documentary was entertaining, but it very much lacked evidence. Jamie, not to get off topic, but how do you keep a straight face when dealing with Matt? It's hard. Usually I just roll my eyes at him, but he's not here, so I can't roll my eyes at him. He's downstairs watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And I actually yelled at him before I came on the live stream saying that he better keep the TV down, because usually he like blares the TV and that's all you would hear. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Any other questions? Any questions about Demon House? Or anything in general? We don't have to talk about Demon House like specifically. That's just what I titled it, and I wanted to come on and talk about it for a little bit at least and see what you guys thought about it. Is there any good horror movies coming out soon? Has anybody seen Strangers yet? I still haven't seen Strangers, and I really want to. Oh. Kathy, go ahead and ask your question about Ghost Adventures while I talk about the church and the water park that I visited. So the church and the water park that I visited, they're right down the street from each other, and they're kind of halfway between here and Las Vegas. They're in the Mojave Desert. They were really, really interesting. The water park, it constantly had a flow of people that would stop and get out and look. It didn't feel haunted or spooky. It just felt it felt like I was the only person left on this earth. And so that was like a really weird but cool feeling. But the church, that was, I don't know, I got a weird, creepy vibe when I was in the church, and I don't know what that platform was. Somebody said that it may have been a dock because it looked like maybe there was like a riverbed that was over by it. So that very well could be, but I don't know. It reminded me of the gallows for some reason, and it just like creeped me out. Let's see. Have you ever had any investigations where you might have come into something paranormal or ghosts? Yeah, a bunch of them. When me and Matt went to the Roosevelt Hollywood Hotel, we were in the bathroom, and we heard something like, it was like a raspy kind of growl, and it came from like right in between us. Matt took off, of course, and left me in there for dead, but that was really cool. When we were at the Villisca Axe Murder House, we had a bunch of stuff communicate with us there. There was one time where we rolled the ball, and through the spirit box you can hear somebody say, catch it. So that was really cool. Yeah, I've had a lot of experiences while I've been investigating. Let me see. Did you hear that the channel forced the guys to make up evidence? I didn't hear that, I didn't hear that, but I wouldn't be surprised. And, okay, this is going to kind of get me off on a tangent, so bear with me. But I wouldn't be surprised if the network made them fake evidence, because for some reason that's what people want to see. They want to see the extreme. They want to see people possessed. They want to see people getting thrown down the stairs. They want to see a table flipped over. They want to see a chair thrown against the wall. And that type of evidence, it doesn't happen often at all. And the fact that they always catch it on camera, I just think a lot of it is planned ahead. I don't really agree with a lot of the evidence that they say they catch. And that's what gets me mad about a lot of these YouTube channels too. There are a lot of YouTube channels that are paranormal channels, but they go through these abandoned haunted locations and they're constantly saying that they are possessed or they've been pushed or the demon followed them home. And these are the channels that are like blowing up with millions of views because for some reason people would rather watch something fake and fabricated than real evidence. So I don't know, it just pisses me off. And you see, I'm getting off on a tangent, getting all hot and bothered. Beyond My Thoughts. Hello, Beyond My Thoughts. Too quick, I'm going. Is the demon house? Is this somewhere you're going? No, it's not the demon house. I'm not going there. It's just a documentary that came out that Zach Bagans made, and I wanted to talk about it. So we talked about it for a little bit, and I shared my opinions on it, and now we're just talking about whatever. Nick Groff kind of admitted it, which is why I thought he left. You know, and Kathy, I hear Zach and Nick kind of diss each other a lot and don't really get along anymore, so it could very well be true. We know for a fact that the network makes these guys have evidence. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that TV networks would force you to make up evidence. And for that reason alone, I would never... I personally would never want to have my own paranormal TV show. I like going to locations on my own, gathering my evidence, being truthful about it. If I go there and nothing happens, then nothing happens. But I hate when people fake stuff. And you know, and those YouTube channels where they do fake evidence and stuff, I know that a lot of times it's just for entertainment value, and I'm totally cool with that. I'm totally down for you making creepy, scary YouTube videos, but in the description or somewhere you should put that it's for entertainment purposes only. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people then think that this is how paranormal activity actually manifests, and it's not. So then when people come to actual paranormal channels and they just hear like a whisper or something like that, it's not what they want to see. They want to see people being thrown across the room and shit. I don't know. Let me see, what else? Paranormal State. Hold on, Jamie. Paranormal State, I think something happened with the main guy on that show. I don't remember what his drama was, but some drama came down with him. I don't know if he was faking stuff or what, or if he said something, I don't know. Let's see. Why are spirits shy and they don't talk much? I don't know. I think spirits are kind of shy. I think they're just used to being in their environment, and when strange people come in, they're probably like, what the hell? Why are you here? What are you doing? But I also think it takes a lot of energy for them to manifest themselves. So I don't necessarily always think it's shy. Sometimes I just think that it takes a lot for them to come through. Jamie, and this is why you and your channel are the best. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. I just, I just try to be very truthful with my investigations, and when something does happen, you guys will know it's real because I ain't fake as shit. Matt, I think you're imaginary, but I still love you. Well, thank you. I love you too. Panic TV, we turned down a lucrative book deal over not to the publishers for fake information. Good for you. I'm glad that you turned them down because there are a lot of people out there that that would have taken the deal just for the money and the exposure. So it's really awesome that you guys, stuck to your principles and, turned them down. Let's see. Ryan had mental health issues. Yeah, that's what it was. I personally was never a huge fan of Paranormal State. I don't know why, just from the moment it came on, I watched maybe 2 episodes of it, and it just, you know how some shows you vibe with and some you don't? I just didn't vibe with it, and so, yeah, I wasn't really a fan of that. He was talking about money, saying he had cancer, but was using it. Oh, yeah, yes, Chris, now that you say that, so that Ryan Buell, I think that's his name for Paranormal State, he was claiming that he had cancer, and he was using that money for whatever purposes, which really sucks. Because I think the way he was getting that money, saying he had cancer, I also think he was saying that it was like a tour that he was going to do to like meet people, and he never did. Beyond my thoughts. That is really cool that you want to be a paranormal investigator, and if your mom takes you, kudos to her because she is probably the most awesome mom ever. I definitely encourage it. We need more investigators out there that are honest and truthful and don't fake evidence, and I really appreciate when channels go somewhere and just say, we didn't catch any evidence. I would much rather watch a video where there's no evidence in there than watch somebody fake something for 30 minutes. Let's see. The only thing I liked about it was Chip Coffee. I like Chip Coffee. He's okay. Do you know what medium I really like? And now I can't think of her name. She was, maybe you guys can help me. She was the one on Kim Russo. I love Kim Russo. I don't know why, but I just really gravitate towards her. When she had her show that she did with the celebrities, I don't know. I think she is legit. I really like her. I think she's got a good attitude. I feel like she's like a no BS kind of person, so I really respect that. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brittany actually had some weird experiences with that guy, too. Yes, The Haunting of. That's what I was trying to think of, Chris. I really liked that show because, I don't know, Kim Russo, I feel like she was just very genuine and down to earth, and I feel like she was right on. You know what I mean? Let's see. Really wanted to investigate something because my brother doesn't believe, and I really wanted to. There's a lot of people out there that don't believe, and just remember, if they don't believe or have different views, you don't have to do it to prove it to them. Just do it because you want to prove something to yourself, and do it because you love it, and do it because you want to gather evidence. Moral, don't ever do anything for anybody else. Do it for you. Be the best you that you can be, and everybody else can suck it. Nicole asked if I would go to Eastern State Penitentiary with Brittany. I would love to go to Eastern State with Brittany. I'm not sure when that would happen. We are talking about doing something in May, June, so we should be doing something then. It's not like confirmed in stone yet, but we will definitely be together again soon because we love hanging out. She's so much fun. What if I found out that one of my dolls was possessed? I would probably jump up and down screaming hooray, and then I would film videos about it and do endless spirit box sessions and try to catch as much evidence as I could. If one of my dolls turned out to be possessed, that would be awesome, as long as it didn't try to kill me. Okay, my little brother doesn't believe in the paranormal either, but just the other day he said the things he can't explain. You know, I think I said this in my last live stream too. The people that say that they don't believe are the first people to say, well, I don't believe in the paranormal, but this really weird thing happened to me. So it's weird how they say they don't believe and then they want to tell you a story about the paranormal. And Matt, and then you'd be looking for a new place to live with your dolls, to be honest. Yeah. Fine, I'll take my dolls and go. Let me see. The clown over your shoulder keeps blinking. Oh my goodness. I got this one. I got her when we went to, it was, what is it called? Midsummer Scream. It's a Halloween convention here in Long Beach every summer. So I just bought tickets to go again this summer. So it'd be really cool. I'll make sure to film all of it because it's such a good, it's like the Halloween event. Yeah, see Matt, I'm gonna move in with Kim, so there. Peace out. So yeah, okay. Shut up, I'm not expensive. So this coming week is going to be Slender Week, and I hope you guys are excited about it because I'm super excited about it. On Wednesday, I have a video coming out, and it's going to talk about some recent encounters that people have had with Slender Man. And I have to tell you, my views on Slender Man have kind of changed a little bit. I don't necessarily want to say that I believe in him, but I don't want to rule out the possibility just because, have you guys ever heard of a thing called a tulpa? Essentially a tulpa is an entity that's created through the thought and beliefs of so many people. So like your thoughts become real. You know, when so many people believe in something, it kind of manifests itself. So that's why my thoughts and views on Slender Man are kind of changing. I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't want to say that I think he's real, but I don't want to rule it out either. And there's some new tulpa, Tulpa, not Tulsa. And there's some new sightings that I want to tell you guys about and see what you think. That I think they're kind of cool. There's not really any videos to go along with it. And then on Friday, I'm going to be doing a mirror ritual that is supposed to bring Slender Man. So I think that one will be really fun. And then on Sunday, it'll be a video in the woods. And it's a video that you have to do in the woods to contact Slender Man. And I think I'm going to do it at Hell's Gate, because how epic would that be to do a Slender Man video at Hell's Gate? I think that'll be really cool. Let's see. What are you guys saying? We know who the star of the channel is now. I know. Trust me, Matt is slowly trying to take over my channel. Everybody thinks he's more entertaining than me anyway, let's be real. but yeah, I'm really excited about doing like Slender Week next week. I think it'll be really cool. Just because I don't know. I think Slenderman was one of those things that had its peak and now it's kind of died down a little bit. Do you know when the Queen Mary week will be? I'm not sure yet. I'll actually look. I'll look on my calendar tonight and I'll DM you about that so that we can work on doing some sort of videos together. But Queen Mary, yeah, it'll be soon. What is this month? It's April? No, March. So maybe sometime in April, beginning of April, middle of April, somewhere around there. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I just wanted to come hang out and I wanted to share my thoughts on the Demon House and what I thought about it and see what you guys thought about it. Just to kind of recap, I think it is jam-packed with information about the history of the house and what happened to the family in there. So if you want to watch it for that, go for it. But I really think it lacks a lot of evidence, and I was kind of disappointed in that. But yeah, look, I'm probably gonna have to go now because I'm getting hungry. You guys, I gotta eat dinner. But look forward to Slender Week next week, and we have company coming soon, so we're gonna be going to Disney a lot, and we're going to the woods to go see the sequoia trees or something. I don't know. It wasn't my idea. I'm not a outdoor person besides Disney. But so yeah, there will be more vlogs coming soon, and watch for Slender Week, and I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I enjoy hanging out with you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys later.